Hello and welcome to How to Automotive. I'm Brian Eslick, and in today's video I wanted to talk to you about working on stuff that you have no clue how it works and how do you get through that and how do you figure those type of problems out. So stay tuned for that. So this video is mainly directed towards the younger technicians that are just starting out and they're just learning things. And so you're going to run across a lot of repairs that you do that you have no clue how the system works at all, but you've been commissioned to figure it out and diagnose the problem and get the car fixed. So one of the first things I like to do to figure those type of problems out is to do a little research on whatever the system is. So I'm going to do a check engine light here, a hypothetical check engine light here. So say if you pull a code, don't know what the code is all about or how to diagnose the system, what you're going to do is in scan tools and also in service information, there will be a description of the code, how it's set, and the parameters it takes to diagnose that. So in a scan tool situation, you'll pull up the code. So with a high-end scan tool, you should be able to pull the code, and also they'll have something what they would call a troubleshooter or some type of information on the particular code, and it's going to tell you exactly what the criteria is to set that code, and then so you can work backwards from figuring out how it's set and work your way backwards. So also, it's going to give you a brief description of how the system works. So if it's a evap system, a backup camera, emissions control device or a mass airflow sensor, whatever the circuit may be, it's going to give you a brief description on how it works, and that's going to give you some good ideas of how to go about diagnosing that problem. Also, another great way to figure out problems is through wiring diagrams. So you can look up you may not know how the component works, but you can look at the wiring. Okay, all right, I see the power. All right, I see the ground. This wire here is a signal wire. Here's the color of the wire. That type of information may help you determine, what type of circuit it is, how intense it is, what other things may be involved with it. So it may set a code for one thing here, but this part over here is the actual problem. But you can see that in the diagram that those two are related, and you could check both of those components. You can determine, this component tested fine, this component, we'll see what this one does here, and then maybe you'll have to learn a little bit about that particular component. So that's pretty much the basics or the gist of how to figure out a problem or situation that you've never experienced before, is you have to do a little research before you start diagnosing or tapping into it. So basically that's what I would do, is I would do a little basic research before I even start trying to diagnose or try to come up with a plan. Just get a basic working knowledge of whatever that system may be, how it works. And like I said, you can find those in service manuals such as All Data, Mitchell, factory service manuals and stuff. And also on the scan tools, a lot of quality scan tools will have a lot of that information in there. And they also have what they call known problem causes. And also TSBs, technical service bulletins, will also be another great way to find and gather information. So you want to gather that information before you even start using a lab scope, a digital voltmeter, a test light, whatever you may be, whatever the situation may call for, a fuel pressure gauge, whatever. You want to get a bit basic knowledge, working knowledge of how that system works, and then go about tackling that problem. I'm Brian Eslick from How to Automotive. I hope this information helps you out. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, encourage you to subscribe, invite you to head over to the howtoautomotive.com website for more valuable videos like this. Thank you again for watching.